I did want to talk about the male loneliness epidemic because I was
Yeah.
there, man, in college, and now
Mm.
it's gotten even worse. I feel like.
Yeah, I think it's a male. I think men need a little bit more of an idea of what they're going to get from women when they're young. And it's confusing because women have changed significantly since, 20 years ago,
Mhm.
the college girls. There were always college girls and girls gone wild and this type of thing. But today, women are able to monetize themselves. They're able to have a reach internationally. So it is making men feel like they don't have a chance for a certain amount of time. But I'm going to say before the 1950s, it was like that. Men had to go to war.
Mm.
Men had to fight. Men had to kind of work and make their way. Sometimes they even had to have land. They had to go through family. There was a dowry or a bride price. Like there was things that the men had to do to qualify. They may have to have a farm with sheep, or it may be hand down. So men didn't always have it easy to get access to women. But there was a time period where it was, which was post World War II, and it became like the women were like, "Oh, okay, you get a girl, and you get a girl, and you get a girl, and you get to go to Sally to the prom and the sock hop." Right? We fantasize, we idolize this time period, but that time period is long gone. We
Mm.
haven't adjusted, so now there is an incentive where there's a thing that men have to kind of improve themselves. They have to compete. Where women are like, "Oh, I got access to." We have perceived access to a bunch of men. And the men are like, well, you don't really have that access. You're still going to fall down to me.
Mm.
But when women in their 20s are told really not to settle down, they're told that they're too young to have children,
Right.
despite the fact that they have an open fertility window. So they could. They're told that they can freeze their eggs. So they push this timeline all the way down. They've had fun. They can party. They can travel. Hot girl summer. They can date multiple men. They can try to date up as much as they possibly can. They could try to reach into their DMs for celebrities, or they could just chill out. They could just stay in their room and stream on Twitch all day.
Mm.
They are not forced to make a move. They can make that move in late 20s, early 30s, and even now they're saying 40s,
Mm.
right? Where they're
Jeez.
saying women can have children in their 40s. So they're pushing that way down the line in priority. So where does that leave the young men? You have to compete in a marketplace where you're pretty much invisible to this group of women.
Mm.
So it's going to create a loneliness, but down the line, it's going to flip. The true loneliness is going to be from the women. So much of the loneliness is propaganda, but there are men that want a relationship. They want a hug. You know what I mean? They want to cuddle. They want intimacy. They're not going to get it as easy. It's going to flip. Once the women turn mid 30s and 40s and 50s, majority of the women will be lonely, childless. They won't have family events to go to in their 40s and 50s and 60s. They're going to be alone as well.